Episode 69. So Derek sees Andre at Orthy Jeans and he tells him he needs to talk to him. And Andre starts explaining about why he was at Ashley's apartment when they broke up. And Derek's looking at him like, what the hell are you talking about? And Derek asks him, is it true that Leslie poisoned someone and wasn't charged for it? And Andre looks relieved because he's like, oh, that's all he's asking me. So he's like, oh, no, yeah, that's true. She did poison somebody. Next, Nicole comes to Eva's hotel room and she asks her why was she talking to Laura. And Eva tells her that Laura needed her help on a program she installed on her computer. So Nicole goes on to tell her she hopes she's not trying to use Laura as a way back into her life. Next, so Derek tells Andre he thinks Leslie is dangerous. No shit, Sherlock. And that's he's been keeping surveillance on Ashley to make sure she's safe. Yeah, I don't think Ashley is her target though, so I think he's just being a little extra. Next, Chelsea is mad at Haley because she and Naomi heard about Bill being in the hospital from Derek. So Naomi tells her they have to create a united front for their dad. So they have to be around Haley and make nice with her. Of course. Next, Eva tells Nicole she wanted to help Laura. And Nicole tells Eva someone like Leslie will never change. And then Eva goes on to tell her that she's all Leslie has. And if Nicole is asking her to choose between her mom and Ted, she will fail. And that's Eva's problem. Her mama is going to be her downfall because her mama is a psychopath. And she's crazy and narcissistic and every damn thing else. And if Eva break free, she's going to destroy her. Next, Kat tells Leslie she will stay in her lane as long as she stay in hers. And Leslie gets a call from Tomas because she had called the law office earlier. So Tomas was just returning her call. And Leslie is on the phone acting like she talking to a guy like a love interest. And Kat is over there fumbling with her window, which I don't know why Kat is fumbling with her window. I guess we'll find out. So Tomas tells Leslie to meet her at Orthy Jeans. Next, Nicole tells Eva she hopes she takes care of herself and value her safety. And Eva says, okay, Ted, like she said it in a smart kind of way. And so Nicole looks at her like, what? And she tells Nicole that that's something Ted would say. And although they're separated, they're so in sync. Oh, that was a good save, Eva, because you know you was getting smart. But whatever. Eva tells Nicole she doesn't think the way that her mom does. And so Nicole tells her that's good to hear because Kat think you do. So Eva apologizes for what she and Leslie did to her and Ted again for the umpteenth time. And she tells Nicole she hopes that she and Ted will work things out because that's the only way she can forgive herself. And that's another reason why she doesn't need to be around her mama, because she's going to always feel guilty about something because her mama's going to always commit a crime. Always. So Nicole tells her apology accepted and Eva cries. Next, Derek goes to the police station and tells Jacob that Leslie was asking Ashley about the hospital security cams and if Kat Richardson had something on her. And Jacob says that it sounds like Leslie is getting desperate. And it does, because Leslie is acting erratic and she's going to mess up and she's going to expose herself badly because she's unhinged. But, as a crazy person, they can only hold it in for so long. Next, Leslie tells Tomas she's innocent and her hands are squeaky clean. And Tomas says, keep it that way. And she goes on to tell him that she needs a fixer. So what? Tomas is Oliver Pope instead of Olivia Pope. Like, what the hell he's supposed to do? Like, is this scandal or something? He's supposed to go in and fix it? Like, you're not important enough, Leslie. Next, Derek tells Jacob that Leslie is stalking Ashley, and Jacob says he'll add his complaint to the growing list he has because it's getting longer and longer, especially dealing with Cray Cray. Danny tells Bill he's going to listen to the doctors this time because he has children and they need him. And Haley interjects and says, and one on the way, and that's still suspect. We don't know if that's true. And nobody pays her any attention. It's almost like they know she's lying. So she's sitting up there looking uncomfortable while Danny is talking to Bill like they still married. And I said in the previous episode how I felt about that. It's just ridiculous. I tell you, I truly wonder when the newness of marriage wears off and the sex gets tired, how will it look? Because I bet they're going to be distant because I don't think they have anything in common. Well, they don't have anything in common. So what do they have really to talk about when he gets older and Haley starts getting older and all the lust is gone? What will you have to hold on then? Next, Andre sees Ashley, and Ashley tells him about Bill being in the hospital, and he got both his wives and his former wife and his new wife there, and their children. And poor Andre, he has to witness Daddy catering to Bill, who ain't thinking about her. And Andre tells Ashley that Derek says Leslie was questioning her. And she tells him that Leslie barely knew her mom and expected her to be nice to her. And basically, Leslie was just trying to get info. That's all. Next, Leslie tells Tomas that Kat is obsessed with her and offered a phony truce. And she says Kat has family on the fort. Leslie tells Tomas he can get an anti-stalking order filed against Kat. You should already know Tomas ain't doing that, and especially against Kat, he is not filing anything, so she better go find another lawyer. But I think she already knew that. She just wants Tomas to tell Kat so Kat can be alerted, and I guess that's her roundabout way of warning her. Next, Black Nancy Drew is doing too much. She was messing with Leslie's window earlier so she can break in later. So she plants the motorcycle helmet she found in Eva's room in Leslie's apartment. And this is just not going to end well. It's not. Next, Leslie is trying to tell Tomas that he and Eva belong together. She says he needs a woman who will give him the attention he deserves and needs. And yes, I agree. He do need a woman who will give him the attention he deserves and needs. Leslie definitely ain't caring about that. She's just trying to be messy. Next, Ashley is going on and on about having two partners in the same room where she's at the same time, and she's talking about Bill, Danny, and Haley. And Ashley is going on about how it must feel like a knife to the heart for Danny to watch the person she loves interact with someone else, especially since he's with that person. She don't know that she doesn't know that what she's saying is like a knife to Andre's heart, and that it's making him very uncomfortable. Next, Bill gets the test results. He had a minor stroke, and he's been told it could take 6 to 8 months for total recovery. So Dr. Montgomery, the new neurologist, met Chelsea in an earlier episode and didn't know that she was Bill's daughter. Next, Jacob and Derek arrive at Orthy Jeans and sees Leslie, and Kat comes in, and Leslie threatens her to keep pushing, and she's going to push back. And then she leaves, and Jacob yells out to her that he's going to be her shadow. And see, that's what I'm talking about. Kat better watch her back. She already poisoned Laura and tried to take her out. Just imagine. And Laura didn't do anything to her. Just imagine what she will do to Kat. And Kat's trying to get her locked up. So Kat better be careful. Next, Leslie goes to Eva's hotel room and begins to frantically start searching the room. And she's asking Eva where's the helmet and gloves and to hand it over. Next, Danny sees Andre and says, is he there for the nurses or her? And she got some nerve. Girl, you up in there visiting Bill and you gonna ask him who he there for. I would have told her, don't worry about it. But he says, of course, he's there for her. And then they begin to make plans for later. Next, Kat tells Jacob that he needs to get a second search warrant because Leslie probably brought the helmet and gloves back to her apartment. And we all know who brought the helmet and gloves back to the apartment. Kat is setting up Leslie for the final blow because she knows that if Jacob finds that helmet and gloves there, that Leslie is getting locked up. Next, Eva asks Leslie what's wrong, and Leslie tells her Kat the brat and Jacob have been breathing down her neck. And Eva tells her that she's tired and good night because Eva want to get her out of there so she can check under her bed to see if the helmet and gloves is still there. So when Leslie leaves, Eva checks under her bed and realizes that the helmet and gloves are gone. And that ends the episode.